So I just got to go out for a little walk before my first student at 11. And I was thinking about loyalty again. Loyalty. Um, so I got on this dating app. I don't know where it came from. It just like, it showed up and I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And so she wrote to me, I'm willing to bet $100 that I'm most likely writing this letter in vain. At least it sounds like a real person too. And she's pretty hot. And she lives in Latvia apparently. So, who knows? Maybe I'll find her. Take her to Turkey. Get in the car, baby. Let's go to Turkey. So I told Mike a little bit about that yesterday. Asked what her opinion is. It's always good to get other people's opinions. Not that you have to take them. So that's about loyalty again. I had this student, Baesung from Korea, and he said he's the first son, so he has to take care of his parents. And he's like a really intelligent guy. He works for the government, and he's like, yeah, I'm bored with my job. I want to get a new job. It's not creative enough anymore. And so he's looking for a new job. And then we talked about parents and stuff. And he said, like, yeah, I have to take care of my parents. And he said, I don't mind. I have lots of money. I make a good living. I was like, why do I have to take care of my parents? And he said, it's not fair. Like, they took care of me for like the first 20 years of my life, and now I have to take care of them for the rest of my life. And I said, well, I'm glad I didn't have any parents, so I don't give a shit. I have no obligation toward them, especially my father. Like, there's no fucking way I would have taken care of my father. And he said, oh, you're lucky. He was like, oh, they take care of you for 20 years of your life, and then you have to take care of them. And that's in our culture. And I was just thinking, damn, that's such Old Testament kind of crap. Old Testament, the old Jews. That's why Jesus came and said, like, none of those laws matter anymore. The only thing that matters is your connection to God. God the Father. I mean, I say the Father, I say God, He, whatever. Say whatever you want in your own relationship with God, with the power around you. But that's what Jesus is saying. It's like you don't have to listen to these old laws anymore because they're all bullshit. And they crucified him and they killed him. And he's like, shut the fuck up, you asshole. We control this world. Jesus is like, no, you don't have to listen to them. You can do whatever you want. You're free. Mm. So anyway, about loyalty. It's like, yeah, like you protect your own, you keep faith with your own. And people who are good to you, you're good to them. And like like I was telling Vika too, like I have a good instinctive sense that, if it's Natasha somehow, like her letter sounds genuine. It's actually written in a personal way. And I know writing, I know textual analysis. It's written in a personal way. So it's like if she's genuine, I could tell right away if she's not. And oh yeah, there was some Estonian women told me, it's like, don't trust the Russians. Don't trust the Russians. And I said, well, like, why? And they said, they just after your money. I said, well, I don't have any money. And they're like, yeah, but don't trust the Russians. And then I asked a couple of people later, and I said, what do you think of those comments? And I don't know if it was Daniel or Melik or who said, it's like, yeah, the Estonians are the same way. They just pretend it's the Russians who are doing it. The Russians are the ones who are like sluts and out for the money, but they're the ones doing it too. So you never know, but it's always good to get people's opinions about stuff. And I have a really good sense of like who's a real person, who's not. Like, just don't waste any time on people who, like, if they go the, what's the expression? If they ring you the wrong way, kind of thing. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm out. So it's never scary to meet new people. It's always good to meet new people, but just have your sixth sense, your spidey sense with you, that when somebody says something weird, you're like, okay, I'm out. Like, you don't have to spend time dealing with people or thinking like, well, maybe they had a bad childhood, maybe they're traumatized and they need help. It's like, fuck that. It's like, get out of relationships. I should do a video about my relationship with Yana, my ex-wife. I shouldn't have gotten in that fucking relationship. Okay, well, maybe I'll talk about it now. So anyway, I met her when I was 18, and this will be like the main theme or part of the main story of my second book. So I'm planning to do like 4 books about my life. So the first one is from 0 to 18. The next one is from 18 to 32 when I tried to kill myself. And then the third one is from on that, and then the fourth one is from on that. So when I was 18, I met this woman called Yana, and she's actually my cousin. And for some insane reason, my insane father invited her and Mom's aunt to come to Toronto, and I met her. And she was the first woman that I ever met that actually I connected with. And then I went to Finland when I was 18. I guess I was just 18 going on 19. And I went to Finland, and I thought, like, this is the woman of my dreams. This is it for life. And then she was like really distant to me. So eventually she revealed that she'd been sleeping around, and I was like devastated. I was totally fucking devastated. I was crying for days. And then she just said, like, well, get over it. Yeah, that was her attitude. Just get over it. Yeah, it's just like the first person I've ever been with in my whole life. And you're just fucking around with other men. So that's where loyalty comes into the picture. I'm fiercely loyal to those who are loyal to me. And I fucking married her because she was insisting. And she apologized and said, like, well, please forgive me. Yeah, right. You just wanted to use me to get out of Finland because you hated your mother. If only I'd had some uncles who would have said, like, fuck her. She's a piece of shit. And I wouldn't have had, you know, things that are like built on lies, like my marriage was, they're never going to last. Like Jesus talks about this all the time. Like, the truth will set you free. If something is built on a lie, it's like it's not. There's no way it's going to last. So then, what happened with Rina and Sako, my kids? You know, the whole thing was built on a lie. So obviously, they don't talk to me anymore. Even though I was like the best fucking father in the whole fucking world. I did everything for them. And I was like, we don't need you anymore. Fucking little shits. But it just goes to show, you know, if something's built on a lie, then it's not going to last. It can't. It cannot. By the physical laws of the universe, it cannot last. If something is built on a lie, it cannot last. And that's all Jesus was saying too. It's like the truth will set you free. It'll make you happier, because when you build your life on truth, then it'll be a good foundation. I mean, read the Gospels, the parables. That's what Jesus was talking about. Like the thing about the mustard seeds. There's 4 different kinds of seeds, or 4 different ways of seeds growing. So whether you like it or not, it's going to crash. So going back to Mom, Oh yeah, like when I was telling Baesung that I didn't have any parents, so I don't feel loyal to them. And he was like, "Oh, you're so lucky," and it's true. It's like mom lied to me. Mom was never around. Um, and Vika hates it when I say like you were like my mom. She doesn't like that because she doesn't want to be my mom. I guess obviously she doesn't want the responsibility. But you don't have to be responsible for me, Vika. I feel responsible for you. Um, yeah, so just be like, watch out for the lies. Look, one little lie can lead into another lie. Like my brother Unto, I was always fiercely loyal with him. And then he started like going crazy about 20 years ago. And I forgave him, I forgave him, I forgave him, I forgave him. And I even told one of my students, like, in the Bible, it says, like, you forgive your brother 7 times 70. And I said, it's done now. It's like, I've forgiven him 7 times 70. And it's like, who gives a shit if somebody's going to be such an asshole? Like, consistently an asshole. Then why bother? Just because he's your brother. It doesn't matter. You could have been anyone to me. There's a little bee there. It's so cute. So yeah, just live your life, the best way you can. But you have no obligation to anyone ever. If they're good to you, then you're good to them. That's all. But if somebody's like writing you angry emails and saying all kinds of crazy shit all the time, I was like, yeah, that's enough now. That's enough now. I'm tired of singing like in that Clash song. That's enough now. Oh, another Clash song too, Clampdown. I never really liked London Calling album because I was fiercely loyal to the first album. That's the first one I heard. Kind of like they say about birds. Like if you hear a song, if a bird hears a song when it's a small bird in the nest, then it's like remembers that forever. And I remembered the Clash first album forever. So when they came out with London Calling, I was like, that's not the Clash. I don't like you anymore. But I stayed loyal because of the first songs I heard. But they have this song called Clampdown on the third album, London Calling, and I love those lyrics. It's like, um, you don't owe nothing. You don't owe nothing, so boy, get running. It's the best years of your life. They want to steal, and it's so true. The patterns are the same. It's the best years of your life they want to steal, and just like live your own life according to your own beliefs and your own conscience. And the conscience is always the same. Everybody is always the same. We all have the same conscience, the same sense of well being, goodwill, love, friendship, loyalty. It's just the rest of the world like fucks you up. So you don't have any fear because you know what's true, you know what's right and wrong already since you're born. So you don't have to worry about it. Well, the other thing I want to tell, did I say this already? It's about having like a near death experience. That kind of changes you too. So I can't recommend it for anyone. I don't know what people have gone through in their lives, but when you go through a near death experience and like you're a different person, it's like you could have died. And then it's like it doesn't matter that much anymore. So, what else was I going to say? Well, maybe I'll think about it later. Gotta get back. Get back to clocking those dollars.